Hi there. Welcome to Apple World. There is no other person to take a gander at, no other individual to blame, and no one who could truly fix it. This most recent claim charges the music big shot group a lady a long time back when she was just 17. A lady distinguished as Jane Doe claims she was 17 when Shaw came and two others dealt her 4. And we used to have these containers right, and on this container, they be normal. Moab bottles on them bottles not too far off they been to have something to cause the young ladies to be genuine dangerous, and the entirety of this sort of stuff. So when you get up, they resemble don't contact them boat. Tettles not too far off and just beverage them bottles not too far off put Molly as the champion. Diddy has at long last ended his silence on developing charges of SA after a fourth asserted casualty recorded a claim guaranteeing she was ganged and dealt with when she was only 17 by Diddy and his partners. In the meantime, 50 Cent affirmed that all the returns from his impending narrative on Diddy will be given to help survivors of SAA. Furthermore, he likewise embroiled Diddy's dear companion Rick Ross, proposing that Ross should be researched too. Tales are currently circumventing that Diddy and Ross participated in freak-offs together, and Fidey intends to spill the tea on from there. The sky is the limit in his narrative concerning this new claim against Diddy. It has a trigger admonition on the first page, very much like Cassie's. The subtleties are incredibly upsetting, and the claim even incorporates photographs of Diddy with his supposed casualty. Keeping in mind that legitimate specialists are currently saying this claim will presumably prompt lawbreaker allegations against Diddy, he will battle for reality. Sources are additionally saying Diddy will attempt the R. Kelly methodology to get general society on his side. As you most likely recollect, R. Kelly did a meeting asking individuals to trust him. Yet we as a whole expertise that turned out with my insane past and what I've experienced, goodness right. Now I simply think I should be a beast and hold young ladies despite their desire to the contrary, chain them up in my cellar also, and don't allow them to eat, and don't let them out except if they need. A few shoes down the road from their uncle. Stop it. You all quit playing, quit playing. I didn't do this stuff. This isn't me. I am battling for my life. You all killing me with this. I get you 30 years of my Robert, 30 years of my profession. You all attempting to kill me, you killing me, man say. It's not regarding music. I'm attempting to have a relationship with my children, and I can't do it. I simply don't have any desire to accept reality. You would rather not really accept that it as of now we momentary. Illy stopped the meeting to give Kelly a second. His marketing expert assistants quiet him down. I trust this camera to continue going. No, we will let the camera go. This is all there is to it. It doesn't appear to be legit. How could I hold this multitude of ladies? So is this the end for Diddy, and will 50 Cent wind up uncovering Rick Ross and all the other people who supposedly empowered Diddy's wrongdoings? How about we separate it? Everything falls on you, no other person. Anyway, your inclination is you in whatever particular situation you're in, and you're leaving yourself alone in. It's you. Diddy is confronting another upsetting exposition claim and the supposed casualty claims. She was only 17 when Diddy and Hair Pierre, the leader of Terrible Kid Diversion, medicated, attempted, and dealt with her across state lines. The lady utilized a similar legal advisor, Douglas Wigger, a high-profile lawyer who won various extravagant decisions and helped bring down Harvey Weinstein and numerous other influential men who were viewed as at real fault for the claim documented by Jane Doe has a trigger admonition for exceptionally realistic data of a serious nature, including SA, and that's what it expresses. The charges are in numerous ways much more grievous than those brought by Diddy's earlier casualties, and when you read the claim, it's reasonable why they said that. Jane Doe claims that in 2003, when she was just 17, and in the 11th grade, she was EST dealt and ganged by Mr. Pierre and the third assailant. As per the claim, the third assailant is a nom de plume when the name of the third assailant is uncovered during revelation. Jane Doe will change the claim to supplant the affirmed casualty guarantees that she met Harvey Pierre and the third assailant in a parlor in the Detroit, Michigan, region, and Pierre demanded that he be his dearest companion with Mr. Brushes. Pierre then supposedly called Diddy, and Jane Doe claims Diddy, who was 34 at the time, persuaded her to go with Mr. Pierre and the third assailant on a personal luxury plane to come to his studio in New York City. Jane Doe charges that, before they left for the personal luxury plane, Harvey Pierre smoked rocks in a restroom at the parlor, and Esther the claim states she was then accompanied to a personal luxury plane by Pierre, the third assailant and one more man, and they traveled to Teterow, New Jersey, where SUVs were sitting tight for them at the air terminal. Janio claims they headed to Daddy's home recording studio, possessed and worked by Diddy and the Terrible Kid, and Diddy and his partners heaped her with medications and liquor in the end, to the point that she could never have agreed to having with anybody considerably less somebody 2 times her age. She then happens to portray the abhorrent subtleties of the assault and cases. Diddy sat and looked as if she were being tried by others while beseeching them to stop. The claim expresses that after the third assailant was done, Mr. Pierre went ahead and savagely constrained Miss Doe to give him oral, during which Miss Doe was stifling and attempting to inhale, as per Jane Doe. When Pierre completed, he led her in the washroom, and she fell into the fetal position and lay on the floor as her genitals were in torment. She additionally claimed she could scarcely stand up following the group, say, and must be assisted with leaving the structure and back into a vehicle, as per the claim. She was returned to an air terminal and flown back to Michigan. The claim then, at that point, proceeds to say that not at all, like numerous casualties who have approached after many years, Miss Doe can demonstrate that she not just met Mr. Combs on the night being referred to, yet was in his studio in New York City with him on that evening Jane to present it. Different photographs required the evening of the assault, when she was only 17, and one photograph shows her sitting in Diddy's lap, and keeping in mind that legitimate specialists are currently saying this I'll prompt crook allegations against Diddy ended his quietness on Instagram only hours after this claim was documented, and denied everything, blaming his supposed casualties for pursuing his cash. He composed, "That's it for the most recent few weeks. I've sat quietly and watched individuals attempt to kill my personality, obliterate my standing and my inheritance. Nauseating claims have been made against me by people searching for a speedy payday. Let me be totally clear. I didn't do any of the terrible blue things being affirmed. I will battle for my name, my family, and for reality." Sean Diddy Brush's sources close to the circumstance are additionally saying that Diddy will attempt to utilize a similar procedure. Sentenced shipper R. Kelly involved painting himself as the person in question and his informers as cash-hungry liars presently before he was viewed as blameworthy and condemned to 31 years in jail. R. Kelly plunked down for a meeting with Gail Lord and separated, crying, and guaranteed that he was guiltless and every one of the casualties were lying. "I'm gonna let you know something. Tell you what people said about you, the thing ladies said about me. What ladies, so no one's permitted to be frantic at me and be despised and lie on me, so they're lying on you. That is your clarification. They're lying to you totally. You feel that individuals have censored your personality? I have been killed. I have been covered alive. Goodness, right now. I simply think I should be a beast and hold young ladies against their wheel, tie them up in my storm cellar, and don't allow them to eat and don't let them out, except if they need a few shoes down the road from their uncle. Stop it. You all quit playing, quit playing. I didn't do this stuff. This isn't me. I'm battling for my life. You all killing me with this. I all get ye 30 years of my around Robert, so it seems to be Diddy will attempt to say. Similar equation, all egotists utilize the Darvo procedure, which means deny assault and converse casualty and wrongdoer. We'll perceive the way this will work out in court, assuming Diddy is criminally arraigned. However, before that we'll get more knowledge into Diddy's supposed violations. Furthermore, his accomplice from the 50 Cent impending narrative Fiddy as of late affirmed that his creation organization, Unit Movies and TV, is fostering a narrative that will investigate every one of the charges against Diddy, and Fiddy guaranteed he would bring more receipts. After the fourth suit was recorded against Diddy, Fiddy declared he'd give all the returns from the narrative to help the casualties. He composed, "My God, 17 was nobody untouchable. This narrative will blow you away. Did he make it happen or not?" Coming soon, however, at that point, FY shared another post, apparently ensnaring Diddy's companion Rick Ross in say charges. Diddy shared a clasp from a new meeting with previous Terrible Kid craftsman Imprint Curry.